Hello, agents. Hello, everyone. So today, Jeff Affronti, annuity wholesaler, is going to go through some surrender charge terms and how they work. So we're just going to go through it. It's very simple concepts, but there's three different types we want to look at. These are surrender terms inside of fixed annuities, 10 years holding at 4.23, trying to stay to that 4.25, which helps us keep rates. But overall, rates are trending downward. So keep that in mind. Today, we're going to talk about surrender charges, fixed annuity and surrender charges. So let's get into this. All right, surrender terms. How do they work? So, you're going to see a surrender charge schedule, and basically there's three we're going to go through. And surrender charges protect the insurance company from someone breaking their deal with them. So when an annuity client buys a multi-year guarantee or any annuity, they're making a deal for a certain amount of time with that insurance company. And should they violate their agreement with the insurance company is going to charge them a fee because the company's got to go and redo their assets or whatever investments they made for that particular client. So basically, if you keep the deal, no problem. But if you break the deal you made when you signed all that paperwork with the insurance company, they may charge you a surrender charge. So we're just going to go through the basics of surrender charges. There's more to it that I'm going through, but these are just basically how the terms work, okay? So the first one we're going to talk about today is the walkaway. This is the cleanest one. This is my favorite one. So basically, if you buy up, we're going to look at like 5-year term annuity. So the surrender charge during the 5 years is a 9%, 8%, 7%, 6%, 5%. So in year one, if you leave, you get a big charge. If you leave in the 5th year before the end of the 5 years, you get a 5% charge in this example, right? But after that term, the walkaway says no matter how long you have it thereafter, there's no more surrender charges. So years 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus, 0% thereafter. So your first 5 years was initial. Your last 5 years, you're liquid, or forever thereafter, you're liquid. That's a walkaway. Initial term only, surrender charges. So the duration of the interest rate and the surrender charge should match in theory. 5-year rate, 5-year surrender charge, you're done. Walk away or stay at their whatever rate they're offering. The next would be the continuing surrender charge. So this one, in the same example, if you're looking at a 5-year, the first 5 years would be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Then these companies give you what's called an exit window. It's usually 30 to 45 days prior or post that initial end of that period. If you do not make an election or leave at that point, your surrender charges will continue for the rest of the initial term. So in this case, let's say it was a 10-year surrender charge, and you could buy a product that locks up from 3 to 10 years. This time we're assuming they bought the 5-year. So after 5 years, they did not leave. So in the 30-day window lapsed. So the surrender charge is renewed, finishing that 10-year period. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you see it was 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then they didn't leave and they finish 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, right? And then after that, they're liquid, 0% thereafter. So they're just finishing. So the same thing on this one, if you did, let's say, a 3-year, but it had a 10-year, the first 3 years, 30-day window, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would be your renewal period. So, if you did 7, it would have a 3-year renewal period. So that's just continuing. So it's going to say, hey, there's an X years. This one is 10. You can lock up from 3 to 10, but if you don't leave in that 30-year window, you're going to have to complete the surrender charge period, in this case, 10 years. So again, if you did a 3-year, you'd have 7 years left. If you did an 8-year, you'd have 2 years left. But after that, you're liquid. So that's how a continuation surrender charge works. Next is the recurring repeating. These are newer ones that the insurance companies put in to make money. How they work. So this one on the 5-year, you'd go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. If you don't renew or don't leave, let's say you don't leave during that 30-day exit window, you will have another 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. See, it didn't do like the ones up here where it went to 0 or just continued and went to 4, 3, 2, 1. It reset the whole darn thing, 9, 8, 7. So you reset at 9, repeating, recurring. That's how it works. And if you wanted to go to year, say, 11 through 15, you'd have a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 again. 16 through 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 again. And that will continue for the life of the owning of that contract. This is by far the most dangerous one because you're always in big charge periods. So those are repeating, recurring. So we have the walkaway, we have the continuation, and we have the recurring repeating. So walk away. It ends after the initial term. This is the cleanest surrender charge penalty. It offers the client time to make decisions. This was amazing. Recently, like around October, September of last year, people were in 30-day windows were having to move. But people with these walkaways, they waited a little bit of time because they saw rates increasing and they could jump on that highest rate, say 30, 90, 180 days later while sitting at whatever rate they were guaranteed at no surrender. So this is the cleanest. It gives the most advantage to the owner because they have the most options. Stay, go, do whatever they want. No time constraints, no worries. The continuation, however, this is a limited surrender charge. So say 10 years, you pick a 3, you still have 7 left. Pick a 5, you got 5 left. 8, you got 2 left, right? We understand that? Great. So this is an initial limited surrender term that may be broken up into initial term and continuation term. The advantage is to the insurance company because they can maintain more premiums than maybe they would have in pure walkaways, and an advantage to the owner because it limits the amount of time. Should they miss that window, they know they're limited to that X years, that 10 years, right? Can't extend. Next is the repeating recurring. These are forever surrender charges broken up into matching terms based on the initial selection. 100% advantage to the insurance company here because if anyone misses the window, they get to fully reload those surrender charges, often not even renewing commissions to the client or to the agents. So really an advantage to the insurance company for those repeating forever surrender charges, more dangerous for everyone involved, agent and client, that is. So anyway, if you need a MYGA quote, you can go to my website, annuityexperts.com. Go ahead and click on that MYGA rates. Go ahead and click on that deferred annuity illustration. I'll pop up this form. If you do it right, you'll get a nice little reminder. This is some important information, some disclosures. Pause the screen. And that's the end of my presentation. So I hope that was informative regarding surrender charges and the terms they can be. There's basically 3 general ones, but they do work differently, and it's only effective after the client violates the commitment they made or breaks the commitment they made initially with the insurance company. So anyway, hope you're all having a good week. Thanks for watching. For the most up-to-date information, follow me on X and LinkedIn, YouTube, and 800-373-9697. Any questions, comments, you can leave them in the section here. I'd love to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.